Alright, so we're still here in Cambodia, and I've been doing a few videos about photographing temples and just going around Cambodia, specifically Siem Reap, Angkor Thom, and basically the temples. However, I did want to make this video about my camera bag setup for this trip because I really do think that this is something you can consider if you want to travel light. So in this video, let's talk about this lightweight and modular setup for traveling with your camera. Okay, so this review will be quite different from some of my other camera bag reviews because this is actually comprised of individual pieces put together to come up with a good, versatile and flexible camera bag setup for traveling. So for this trip, basically the main bag that carried all my gear, which comprises of the A7R4, the A7 IV, the 16 to 35 G Master, the 24 to 105, the 20mm f1.8, the microphones and the memory cards is this, the Lowepro GearUp Pro Camera Box XL2 or the Creator Box XL2, and basically everything I just mentioned fit in here. And just like the other Creator boxes, this of course has a very good zipper system, some loops on the front, on the sides, and on the other side, plus of course this orange handle. This carried everything basically, and that's basically what helped me become more flexible when I was shooting here in Cambodia. However, the question is, how do you carry it? And basically I had to get one of the straps from my other GearUp Creator boxes, because this one did not come with its own strap. But obviously you can put the straps on any of the loops on either sides, and that will help you carry it. One thing I did also is include the GearUp Filter Pouch 100 in the setup. To be able to do that, I kind of had to improvise by having some hooks to attach it to multiple points of the side of the Creator Box XL. And when I had that, I basically had kind of a shoulder bag or a messenger bag that helped me carry it around. And what I like about this is that there is an access from the top, which gives you access to whatever you put on top. And of course, I put the camera here with my most used lens, and I can even put it with my filter holder attached. So this is the A7R4 with the 24 to 105 with the HNY Revo Ring Swift system. As you can see, I even have a 10-stop ND filter on that, plus the holder for the square filters. Everything fits right on top. Now, to gain access to the other stuff, of course, the main door opens like this. And basically all the other lenses, the MyOps trigger, the batteries and memory cards are here, plus an extra lens that is of course the 16 to 35 G Master, and of course the video camera that I'm using, the A7 IV with a 20mm f1.8, all fit in here. Now, okay, I already mentioned one way of carrying it. How is it flexible? Well, basically what made this setup flexible is this. This is the Lowepro Runabout Daypack, which is basically an ultra lightweight backpack that opens up like that, comes with a zipper right here, and obviously the Creator boxes can fit inside. Now, this setup was initially made to be paired with the Lowepro Photo Sport Pro. However, that is a hiking backpack which I didn't think I would need for this trip. So instead, I came up with this setup because I wanted to be, again, I wanted to go as light as possible, less bulk, but also have some options in carrying the bag. So this bag, I don't know how much it actually weighs, but it definitely weighs less than my filter bag. And it is made of fabric that is water resistant. I have had to go through a bit of rain during this trip, and it ultimately protected the creator box, which is also resistant in its own right. Now the Runabout Daypack, of course, has the main compartment right here. You can see a small pocket for small accessories, maybe memory cards, batteries, your phone, or maybe even your passport right here. There is this red zipper or tab that you can pull for the entire main compartment. Now, don't get me wrong, this is not the most comfortable backpack. It was not made to be that way. Obviously, this does not have the rear panels that you can see on the other Lowepro backpacks. However, if you are actually able to pull off a lightweight setup, you're not really gonna need that padding. So with this setup, even if I had 2 cameras and 3 lenses inside, I didn't really feel any strain on my back. On both sides, you can see some pockets that can be used for tripods or other relatively cylindrical accessories. And you can see that's also on the other side. And in front is another pocket, which is a relatively bigger pocket, which is actually where I've been putting the tripod. But my original plan was actually to use some of the extra straps from my Pro Tactic and have that secure the tripod on this pocket. But I totally forgot to bring the extra strap, so it still actually held it pretty well. Now, another thing that's worth mentioning is that these bags are made of recycled fabrics. What they've been doing in the past year is actually making moves towards sustainability, which means that the bags they've been making are more and more made up of recycled fabrics. And that's basically what they call the green line. The green line bags, you can look for the label on usually the back part of the bags, and you will find a label right just like this one. And in this one, you can see somewhat kind of a loading bar, which represents how much of the entire bag is made out of recycled fabrics. They've also been changing their process to reduce the wastewater that is generated by the factories. So ultimately, that's something admirable. And one of the things you should consider when you're getting new bags, especially if your kind of photography deals with nature, you don't want to be part of the problem, and you definitely want to be part of the solution. Now, as I said, this bag system is not perfect, but definitely works for me in terms of this kind of travel. I definitely want to see an upgraded version of the filter pouch, just so that it would have perhaps some loops on the sides for straps, and also easily have it latched onto the side of the creator boxes or of the Pro Tactic bags. But ultimately, it's a really good system to use, especially when you want a lighter setup. However, it's really important to consider that you can only go as light as the gear you carry, and that totally depends on what you want to carry with you when you are traveling. But the big part here is that the setup and the bag itself is not bulky, it's not heavy at all, and it gives me good options in terms of how I can carry it. And there we go. If you are interested in any of these, and if you have any questions, then do leave them down below in the comment section. And if you are new to the channel, of course, my name is Nicco Valenzuela. I am a landscape and architectural photographer who also travels. And if you are into those things, then do consider clicking the subscribe button and hitting the notification bell. But in any case, thank you for watching this video, and see you on the next one.